Live from the MENA ICT Forum 2013 in the Dead Sea, I'm with Mr. Iyad Kamal, the CEO of Ecommerce. Sabah al-khair.
أهلاً صباح النور.
What brings you to MENA ICT Forum?
Well, a couple of reasons. First of all, for us, it's a major event in Jordan that Ecommerce has continuously supported throughout the years. Secondly, is for us to meet up with partners of ours, which are many also attending these sessions. Thirdly, to see what is happening in the industry itself. And fourthly, to see how we can contribute and help the industry grow and further excel in Jordan and the region.
What are your expectations from day one?
Well, I think there's a lot of numbers coming out. So I think the first part of the day gave a good indication of what has actually happened within the MENA sector in Jordan and in the region. And I think there are also the tracks, the specialized tracks, focusing on certain, let's say, sectors or businesses or where they're related to investment and so forth. I think are essential, whereby a lot of people can interact and get new ideas and see what actually is happening within the trend of ICT in the region.
How important is such a forum for Jordan?
It's very important. I think Jordan has a very unique positioning historically for the last 15, 20 years. And I think we have to continuously do such events in Jordan. And because we pride ourselves of having great human capital, not just for the Jordanian market, but that we're exposed internationally. And we see that Jordanian human capital everywhere in the Arab world. So I think it's very important to keep on focusing on such events, not just one event, but probably multiple events throughout the year.
Who are you hoping to connect with from the regional and international attendees or speakers?
Everyone, literally everyone. Ecommerce is an enabler for e-commerce, and there's a lot of e-commerce happening in this part of the world.
And entrepreneurs and startups as well.
And entrepreneurs and startups, they come to, there's a lot of people we connect to who would like to get advice, need some ideas when they want to start up their business. So there's a lot of interaction between us and them there.
As Ecommerce, do you offer any special, let's say, packages or for startups and entrepreneurs that are getting into e-commerce?
We definitely do. Yeah, we definitely do. We have actually. There's a couple of things. First of all, number one is that as Ecommerce, as a company, when we go and buy our supplies in the organization, the first thing we look at is SMEs. We give preferences to SMEs and startups. Secondly, when it comes to e-commerce sites setting up businesses and they want, of course, shipping needs and requirements, we have special packages, whether it's shipping rates, whether it's technology integration that are specifically tailored to the startup itself for them to be able to start up their business and then grow.
What are some of the biggest challenges you think entrepreneurs are facing right now in the region?
Logistically, you mean? There's a couple of challenges. I think one of the biggest challenges today is the free movement of goods within the region itself. A lot of e-commerce is happening within the region itself. Customs duties is for me and for retailers is an obstacle, even though in some cases in the GCC it's a bit low.
Regulations as well.
Regulations, what you're allowed to import or not allowed to import. So I just hope that eventually the whole Arab world can just trade freely between each other, and that will be a huge advantage to the industry itself.
I can imagine that the difference between regulations from country to country, even if the borders are next to each other, but there are different set of rules that young businesses need to keep up with to be able to deliver to their customers.
And that's where importing it to the Levant region is different from importing goods into the GCC.
And so as e-commerce, you want to be able to reach everybody.
Exactly. So, and that's where I think. As a company, Ecommerce, that has a regional presence and a global presence, we are continuously looking at talking to the government institutions, customs authorities that listen, if you want e-commerce to grow within the Arab world and being able to import goods from everywhere in the world to the region and export, they have to ease the customs formalities, customs duties, and so forth.
Iyad Kamal, thank you for joining us at the MENA ICT Forum studio.
Thank you for having me.
You can also join in on the conversation at MENA ICT, #MENA ICT. You can also watch the rest of the videos on our official YouTube page, MENA ICT. خليكم معنا.